Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over the Bootstrap library. Why don't we go ahead and get started with that? We're going to go exactly to where we left off, which was with our container file and our two test grid items. Let's go into more detail on the grid system. Now the first thing you need to be aware of in regards to the grids is that it's numerically based, and this medium number right here, this is defined as column. This right here is the size, so it pertains to the actual dimensions of your web browser, and then this last number is your grid system. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to need to do is reference this style sheet that we had originally identified but had not created. So let's go new, and we're going to save this as CSS, and this is going to be our custom style sheet. We're going to create a new class. That class is going to be a grid class. And all we're going to do simply is put a border around it. So let's do border, solid, 1 pixel, and black. Alright, so that creates our grid. We need to save that as, I accidentally saved it as a txt file. We want it as a CSS file. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now we have our CSS file. We already referenced it up here, and you can see it's locally being stored at css/custom.css. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the grid system. Let's first put our grid going around the container. Hit save, and enter. And that didn't call. Made the grid white. Alright, there we go. Alright, you can see now it's located around our container. Alright, let's move it now to be around one of these. You can see now it's around that one. And we can add that class right here, and we can have it around both. Alright, so that identifies where our grid's located. Next thing, let's take a look at how we can kind of divide these. Let's add a few more values to here. We'll do call large 1. Add that value right here. Alright, so this is going to always pick up whatever the smallest one is and go up from there. So in this case, before it was medium, now we're going into large. So let's go ahead and refresh that. You'll notice no change. The reason being is because we aren't on the right screen size. If we increase this up a little bit, you'll see now that is actually shrinking down a bit. So while it's on 1, we could also turn that number into a 2. And now you're going to be allowed to have 6 of these in a row. So if we were to look at 6 of them in a row, we could just copy and paste this 6 times. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I did one too many on that, but we'll go ahead and add another row for that one. So we have, that's 8, 10, 12. Go ahead and save on that, refresh. Now you see we have 12 in a row right here. Or 6 in a row. 6 across. Alright, so let's go now and reduce this to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the last one, 12. Go ahead and hit save on that, refresh, something happened. Let's see what that is. Oh, I screwed that up. That was supposed to be a whole series of 1s right there. We'll just go and replace that real quick. So again, sometimes you think a little too fast. You may make mistakes. So essentially what I did there was I put all these different values. And you can see how that just created this. Now if I hit save, refresh, you'll see we have 12 in a row. That's only on the largest one. So now if we go and condense that down, that reverts over to the medium size, which was 6 and 2. So if we change these two medium values to 4, 4, let's do 3 to keep it even. 3, 3, 3, and 3, hit save and refresh, you'll see that divides everything in fourths. Alright, and then we have an extra small size as well. Extra small size is going to be very narrow mobile devices. So if we wanted to, we could put everything in the extra small column, which would be call small, XS small, and we could do, let's say, 6 on that. Go ahead and add this value to all of them. Hit save, refresh, extra small. So that's divided in 2. And then we'll have our breakpoint where it'll go to 1, small, then followed by the medium, which is going to be back to 2. Plus the ones at the top, the first 4. And then expanding all the way over to 12 at the top. Okay, so you can see how this grid system can be very, very flexible, and you can use it to kind of create whatever or move anything around and position anything the way you want, as long as you stick with this entire grid system. So it's great for if you're working with mobile devices all the way down. You can divide things up so they're all in a row, versus a tablet, which would be this size screen, versus a small desktop monitor, which would be this size screen, versus a full-on widescreen desktop monitor over here, which would be this screen. So you can change your content any which way you want. That's how the grid system works in here. We'll be going into some more stuff in regards to Bootstrap following this. Have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe.